Let's go to John Hanna. Of course, remember John, the former National Security Advisor to Vice President Dick Cheney. John, where is this going? What do you think?
Yeah, no, there's no question, Neil, particularly this buildup on the Ukrainian border is a real threat that the U.S. has to pay very, very close attention to and mobilize all of our allies in Europe against Putin to try and deter him as best we can. I do think what the president did yesterday in terms of these sanctions, while he acknowledges he held something in reserve, these weren't without some teeth, and I do think they send a powerful message to Putin that he needs to pause, he needs to back off, or else there could be much worse coming, because still lying out there is the nuclear option in terms of sanctions, of going after not only Putin's closest cronies, the oligarchs, and going after their wealth, but going after Putin's wealth himself, who's reputedly one of the richest men in the world.
You know, as you probably heard already, John, the Russians have responded to our expelling 10 diplomats of theirs to their expelling 10 diplomats of ours. Where does this go?
Well, this is, you know, tit-for-tat out of the standard diplomatic playbook for these kinds of incidents. We've probably been here at least a half dozen different times over the past several years. The question is, what else can the Russians do to really increase the pressure on the United States? They talk about sanctions, but in a game of sanctions, there's no doubt that the U.S. has escalation dominance over the Russians. I don't think Putin really wants to go up that escalation ladder with us, because we could really inflict some crippling pain on Putin himself and his inner circle of cronies. For Putin, the play is really in Ukraine itself, in Europe, the effort to fracture, and then, of course, on cyber. Cyber is the ultimate question mark and the potential catastrophe waiting out there if the Russians, as a result of these massive hacks, are sitting on our networks, our water networks, our electricity grid, our financial system. If they can turn off the lights in the United States, that's something, obviously, that a road nobody wants to really go down.
You know, and John, you can refresh my memory here, but I do remember when Barack Obama was getting rid of Russian diplomats in this country. It was obviously right before the election at the time, and there was talk that the Russians weren't going to follow through with a reciprocal move, because the new administration was coming in, and they hoped to start off on a friendlier foot. There were even reports that the Trump loyalists were saying, all right, this is something we hope you don't do, because we are coming in. It will be a little different. Is there any possibility of that? Now, obviously, it's different because the new administration is already in and is already doing this. But what do you think?
Listen, I think it's possible. The president, in his phone call with Putin this week, while he said we're about to lower the boom on you in terms of some sanctions, he also held out that olive branch of, hey, we've got some areas limited where our interests align. We've got differences that we really need to talk about and make sure there's no fatal miscalculation on either side. Let's get together. Let's have a summit. So I think Putin's got to consider all of that. He's hurting internally, domestically in Russia. His popularity is declining. He's got some elections coming up. He maybe could use a summit with the President of the United States to bolster his legitimacy. So Putin's got some of his own calculations to do here, because it's not all free sailing for him.
Very good point. John Hanna, thank you very much. Very good seeing you, John. On those developments here. Again, the only formal response, and John touched on it, from the Russians here has been to similarly take 10 diplomats out of their country from the United States, send them back home, including our ambassador. Where this escalates, if it does potentially escalate, whether a summit is outright canceled now, we just don't know.